session. So today we are going to be talking about digital branding. So the question you should be asking yourself is, what is digital branding? One minute, guys, just 1 minute. All right, so guys, so the question you should be asking yourself is, what is digital branding? Most of you have actually done what we call branding, but you don't actually know that that is what branding is, okay? So before you start a new business, right, you need to sit down, you conceive ideas, and you try to identify what the name of that business will be. That's the first thing. Though we have a lot of people who just decide to get into a business. For example, I want to get into fashion. I want to get into sale of electronics. I want to deal with maybe printing, stationaries, and so on. But then you've not actually conceived a name for your business, right? So all you think about is getting a physical shop. You place your products in that shop, or you render your services from that shop without thinking of how to brand your business. Most businesses become so successful not because they sell the best products or they render the best services. It's because they have been able to showcase themselves very well through what we call branding. Okay, so we have what we call the traditional branding and the digital branding. Traditional branding has to do with ensuring that people know more about your business physically. For example, if you want to maybe open a new shop beside your home or in a particular market, you rent a shop, you get a business name, you design a billboard, and you start telling people about your business, right? There are people who own businesses that they have just the name of the business. There's nothing like a logo to represent that business. There is no slogan to represent that business, okay? And they keep asking themselves why their business is not going viral. Why are people not knowing, not getting to understand and know that this business actually exists? That's because they have not branded their business. So when you're able to get a logo, when you're able to get a slogan, you're able to get flyers and all that, you're actually branding your business. Okay, so digital branding in itself is the process of creating and maintaining a consistent brand identity across various digital platforms and channels. So when you're able to ensure that your business is available on the different digital platforms, then you've actually achieved what we call digital branding. And there are several ways you can do that. So it actually comprises of everything from maybe websites, we have social media handles, we have maybe your email campaigns, which you run on a daily basis, and maybe online advertising efforts. Now, basic ways people actually do digital branding without knowing that they are doing that is maybe they get someone to maybe craft a logo for them, and they just place that logo on maybe their WhatsApp, and they keep on posting day in, day out, right? You have about 3,000 contacts on your mobile phone. Out of the 3,000, maybe probably you have just about 300 that are on WhatsApp, and out of the 300, maybe you have about 100 that actually see your status, which you post on daily basis. And out of that 100, you are not sure that up to 10 will get back to you in respect to the products, the services you are rendering. Okay, so digital branding does not end there. There are so many things which you need to take into consideration when it comes to branding your business digitally. So traditionally, branding focus heavily on tangible elements such as logos, which I already mentioned. We have packaging, like you design flyers, you design brochures, and we have what we call the storefront. Now, for a physical business, you need to rent a shop, right? Where people can always come there to see your products. You need to sample your products in that shop. But when it comes to digital marketing, you need to do that with what we call a digital store. So you need to create a digital store whereby people can visit that store and see the products or the services you are actually rendering, the products you're selling or the services you are rendering. So creating a physical shop and sampling different fashion dresses is the same as I create a digital store and I sample the images of those products. We all know that more than 80% of the youths are always online, right? And they are always found on different social media platforms. When you get to a developed country, you notice that people don't go to physical shops to buy dresses any longer, right? It's very difficult, except those who are not versed with the digital space. You can sit at home, you place your order, and those products or services will be delivered to you at your doorsteps, right? So that is what digital branding is all about. So digital branding expands beyond the physical touch points, all right? So it includes virtual interactions. So you are interacting with lots and lots of people online. We have what we call online communication. We have online communities. So there are several ways you can ensure that your business is being seen online. There are people who create WhatsApp groups. There are people who create Facebook groups, right? There are people who create different WhatsApp channels. They create even channels on Instagram. Those are ways you can bring people together and ensure that they actually know more about your business and your brand. So what are some of the significance of digital branding? So why is digital branding so important? When you look at businesses like Apple, businesses like Samsung, businesses like Amazon, for example, okay? These are businesses that are doing so well, and they actually tend to make more sales, not because they have physical shops, but because their online presence is well alarming, okay? In Africa, we don't have, in most countries in Africa, we don't have Apple shops. When I mean Apple shops, I mean shops that have been created, physical stores that have been created by Apple itself. There is none in Cameroon. Okay, Apple does not have an office in Cameroon. What you see are people who have they have created their shops, and they have bought these products from different countries. Okay, Apple does not ship products directly to Cameroon or to some African countries. People leave their countries and they order the products from other countries that have the eligibility to sell the products. Okay, Amazon is not located in so many countries, but then people are able to get products to their location. Okay, in developed countries like in UAE, Europe, America, we have the Amazon warehouses. These warehouses are just there to help to facilitate the packaging of products. You can't go to the warehouse that you want to buy a particular product from Amazon. You can only order online. You can only order these products online. And of course, there are different countries without the warehouses, but they actually order products. We have a lot of Cameroonians who come to UAE and they buy products from Amazon and they go back and sell. We have other e-commerce platforms like Kiku that actually ship products from their point of sale to different African countries. So in order for you to be known, in order for your business to be known, let's say worldwide, you need to ensure that that business is well branded. If your business is not well branded, trust me, it's just like you're throwing water on a duck's back. Nothing will change. When it comes to that, nothing will change. All right, so let's talk about understanding. Oh, sorry, 1 minute. Let's talk about understanding your brand identity. Now, when it comes to branding your business, don't just sit and you assume that this particular name is what I'm going to call my business. Okay? Or don't just assume that this is how I want my logo to look like. If you look at companies like Apple, you look at companies like Samsung, you look at companies like Amazon, their names, their brand names does not reflect what they do. Right? Their brand names do not reflect what they do. Somebody cannot, if you've never heard the word Apple before, if you've never seen an Apple product before, and you have shown an Apple logo, trust me, you will not know what this business is doing. If you look at a business like Samsung, a company like Samsung, if you've not actually heard that this particular business sell this kind of products, and you take a good look at their logo, you won't know that this particular brand sells accessories. You look at companies like Nike. These are companies with very unique and very simple logo designs. Okay, so you need to ensure that you identify your brand in a manner that it can captivate the mind of your audience. So brand identity is the visual, the verbal, and the emotional expression of your brand. It is how you communicate who you are and what you stand for. When you look at a company like Apple, for example, Apple is known for the manner in which the logo is being designed. Okay, it is known for the manner in which the logo is being designed and the manner in which they actually package their products. If you look at different companies that deal with fashion, right, and you look at the manner in which they package their product, Apple stands out. Apple is one of the best companies that when it comes to packaging, they are very good at it. Okay, so their logo, if you look at the history behind the logo of Apple, their logo signifies what we call simplicity, innovation, and premium quality. I always consider Apple as a luxury product, right? Because their products are very, very expensive. And you notice that Apple does not produce, once they have passed a particular line of their product, they don't come back to it. What do I mean by that? We've had series of let's say the iPhone, right? We've had different series from iPhone 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. If you go to the market right now and you buy and you can actually find a brand new iPhone 6, just know that that is a product which maybe one supplier or someone bought the product and was unable to sell. Okay, because Apple does no longer, they no longer produce that particular series of iPhone. As it stands now, they already stopped the production. They already stopped the production of iPhone 15. Okay, and as we are going closer to September, because they always release a new product, they always release a new series during the month of September, October, every month. Every year, Apple releases a new series. Okay, we are now at what, iPhone 15. Maybe by September, October, we have 16, 17, just like that. The same thing with Samsung. If you go to their warehouse, you might just find samples of the product, but they no longer produce that particular series. Okay, if you look at a company like Nike, for example, you look at the logo of Nike, right? It's just a T, all right? You will not see a logo where you find a particular shoe and maybe a man running and things like that. No, they have a very unique logo. And you can easily, once you see that logo, the fact that it is very unique, wherever you see the logo, you actually identify that this is a Nike logo. Whenever you see an Apple logo, you actually identify that this is an Apple logo. But when you see people who produce logos for their fashion, for their electronic shops, when you see the logo, you already know that this guy is selling smartphones. If the shop is close, you already know that this guy is selling a smartphone because he has actually taken maybe a smartphone, the logo of his, he has taken a picture of a smartphone, or the logo actually looks like a smartphone. So you can easily identify that what this particular shop sells a smartphone. And when it comes to the longevity of such logo, it doesn't last for a very long time, but people tend to forget about it. Do you know how prestigious an Apple logo is? When someone puts on a Nike shoe, right, that person can brag about that particular product because he knows the worth of that brand. Okay, he knows the worth of that particular logo on that particular product. Same thing with Apple. Same thing with Samsung, sorry. Okay, so when it comes to identifying your brand, you need to ensure that it is what? Very, very unique. Not everybody should be able to see your logo. So many people are afraid that if someone looks at my logo, they will not understand that this logo deals with the sale of fashion, the sale of perfume. Who cares about that? Okay. The most important aspect is what? The uniqueness of your logo. Okay, so what are some of the components of a brand identity? If you actually want your brand to stand out, first thing is what? The logo. Okay, logo is one of the most important. If you are into any business and you don't have a logo, then you are not into business. Even if you're doing well, trust me, a time will come where you will have competitors and they are going to kick you out of that particular line of business. What makes you different? What makes you different from your competitors? Your logo. It speaks so highly of your business. The next thing is what? Colors. Color is one thing that destroys so many brands. You pick up a logo, it's like a rainbow. I'm just saying this, if you are thinking of branding your business, you need to jot this down, okay? Color plays a very crucial role in branding, as different colors evoke what we call different emotions and associations. If you are contacting a graphic designer to design you a logo, make sure you try to find out if this graphic designer understands what we call the color theory. There are some graphic designers that they will just ask you, what kind of logo do you want? How do you want the logo to look like? But then it doesn't work that way. A graphic designer is supposed to listen to their clients. Okay, what you need is just the name of the business, the slogan, and the objective. Once you understand the objective, then you should be able to go ahead with what? Designing the logo. Okay, there are different brands that have different colors that represents such brands or such categories of businesses. Okay, so make sure you choose a color that aligns with your brand identity and resonates with your audience. Trust me, there are some people that will look at your business, you're doing very well, just your logo will discourage them from even purchasing any product from you. Just the logo. Okay, when you look at very big brands like Apple, when you look at brands like Apple, brands like Facebook, brands like Peacock is a TV channel located in the States. When you look at Peacock, the logo of Peacock has different colors, and there's a reason why they have these various colors. Okay, it actually represents the different branches. A very good logo, if you have a logo which has a single color, then it's very okay. There are some people that are very comfortable with a particular color, right? If you believe that this color is actually what I want for my business, then you can go for that. You can make sure you tell your graphic designer, I would love my logo to have this color. But if it's a professional, the professional will look at the color and see if at all this color matches with the business you're doing, okay? When you look at luxury brands, for example, luxury brands always go for colors like what? Silver or gold. They go for silver or gold. When you look at majority of the luxury brands, they have silver color or the gold color. You look at a brand like Apple. Look at the brand like most of the luxury perfume brands. They either go for these two colors because these colors represent what? Luxury. And they don't go and paint logo with 6 different colors. A single color is very okay. If you want to go for 2 colors, then that should be the maximum. Okay? Your logo should not be a multi. It shouldn't look like a rainbow. Okay? It's going to be very catchy at one point, but then in future, it's going to die down. And people will not really like to get your product based on what? Your logo. That uniqueness is very, very important. Okay? Then, of course, we have what we call the typography. Typography has to do with what? The font of your logo. It is very, very important. There are different types of fonts when it comes to maybe designing a logo or trying to brand your business. You need to choose. Is it Times New Roman? Which particular font? We equally have what we call luxury fonts. There are some fonts that look very, very luxury. When someone looks at it, the person already identified that this can be a luxury brand. Okay, this is very, very important. So select fonts that are legible and consistent with your brand. Very, very important. Then, of course, we have what we call the tone of voice. Your brand's tone of voice should encompass the style. It should represent language. It should represent the attitude you use to communicate with your audience. So whether it is playful, it is informal or professional, make sure that your tone resonates with what? With your brand. When you're dealing with let's say an institute, for example, right? When you're picking a slogan, you cannot have an educational institution. Then your slogan is "To God be the glory." Does it sound well to you? First of all, you're dealing with a business, right? You're dealing with a business. So get a slogan that matches, that actually represents your business. Now, one thing you guys need to understand is that slogans are as well, they actually make or mar your business. Okay? They make or mar your business. So I will just say this. If you have a business, right? This is a bonus I'm giving you guys. If you have a business, you have a brand name, okay? At the end of this session, if you don't have a slogan, send me the name of your business and I'll try to generate a slogan for you. Okay? That should be a bonus I'll be giving each and every one of you. All right? So the next component, which I'm going to talk about, is what we call visual elements. So what do I mean by visual elements? I'm talking about generally, I'm talking about your logo. I'm talking about the images you use for maybe your flyers, the graphics, the icons, and so on. Okay, this is very, very important. There are some flyers that trust me. When you look at the flyer, it urges you to know more about this product and see how you can get the product. Okay, it actually pushes you to know more about the product and see how you can get that particular product. So I've given you guys different scenarios, examples like Apple, like Nike, okay? Then we have, when you look at this brand, Coca-Cola, right? Have you ever seen a Coca-Cola ad before? Please, if you've seen a Coca-Cola ad before, just indicate. Have you ever seen a Coca-Cola ad before? If you have, an advertisement by Coca-Cola, just indicate. I am sure you guys see them on a daily basis, either on TV. Please, I just want us to interact. Okay, yes, Victory. Can you tell us, can you explain this advertisement you saw about Coca-Cola? What was the ad all about? Unmute your mic and you tell us.
Okay, the ad was about expressing or marketing the drink to youths, most especially.
So what were the things you saw? What were the things you saw on that ad?
So what is remarkable about the ad that I can vividly remember is the bottle of Coca-Cola with its freshness. You see water, you feel that it's very cold. You see water running down and then they use to drink it and they will express their satisfaction.
Perfect, perfect, perfect. That's what I wanted to get. The satisfaction. What else? Who else have seen an ad from Coca-Cola? Guys, Coca-Cola is a very public brand. And you can't tell me that you don't see ads on even your public TV stations. Who else? Now, when you look at the ad, when you look at an ad from that has been maybe created by Coca-Cola, there are some things which you notice, and these things which you see on this are represents their brand. Okay, the first thing is that red color. In fact, they just feel like they should occupy the whole ad with that particular color, right? That color actually represents that brand. Just that color red, right? It represents the brand. And you notice that those creating that ad, you see that they are so happy. They actually express that feeling of happiness. They express that feeling of what? That togetherness, right? You have that togetherness. You can't see an ad, Coca-Cola, without them smiling. You see that popping, you actually get that sound, right? That happiness, that feeling of happiness, that feeling of what? Togetherness is what represent the brand. Okay. When you look at that slogan, all right, Coca-Cola is all about what? They are trying to do what? They are trying to talk about that togetherness, they're trying to talk about happiness. That is what Coca-Cola actually represents. Okay, the feeling of happiness, the feeling of togetherness. And you actually see what? That red color occupying the whole screen. Okay, so that is how you actually and if you look at the font that they use actually represents that happiness. Okay, it actually represents that happiness. All right. So let's talk about audience analysis and persona development. Please, this particular aspect of the training is very, very important. Okay. So that by the time you start working on your logo, you start working on your social media handles or actually representing your business online, you should actually know what it takes to brand your business before you start introducing them online. Okay. This is very, very important. Now let's talk about audience analysis and persona development. Okay, you've actually identified your brand, your logo is set. What next? What next? That's the next question. That's the question you should be asking yourself. What next? The next thing is what? Your audience. Where are my audience located? Where are my target audience? Where should I advertise my business? Which area should I advertise my business? Where am I going to get lots and lots of customers that will need the product or the services I'm rendering? Are my products meant for the old age? Are they meant for the young generation? Do I have unisex products or my products are specifically for male or female? Trust me, brands that deal with unisex products, they actually do very well as compared to brands that identify a particular gender. Okay, they do very well. So let's talk about the importance of your audience analysis. Why? Why is it so important that you need to actually analyze your audience before you start maybe showcasing your brands online? Now, there is one thing you guys need to understand. When it comes to showcasing your brand online, you're going to see aspects where you have to identify your location. You need to identify your location, okay? And these tools online that you're using to represent your business, they always want to know more about you, because once they do that, they'll be able to do what? They'll be able to assign maybe a specific audience to your brand or a specific audience to your business. So understanding your audience is very paramount in digital branding. Without a clear understanding of who your audience is, you will struggle to create content and messages that resonate with them. It becomes very, very difficult. So audience analysis allow you to uncover what we call valuable insights about your target audience or your target demographic, what they actually need, their preferences, and what we call their pain points. Now, when it comes to advertisement, let me take you guys to advertisement. When it comes to advertisement, there are various stages when it comes to advertisement. There is what we call awareness. There is what we call reach, okay? There is what we call maybe leads and so on. Whenever you're creating advertisement, maybe online or offline, the first thing you need to do if you have a new business is what you should create awareness. You shouldn't just go to someone and say, I have this bottle of water and it costs maybe $10. Okay, it costs $10. Why should I buy this water from you? I know nothing about this product. And you're actually advertising and telling me that this product is good. Your product might be good, quite all right. Yes, it might be far more better than the other brand. Okay, but then I don't know anything about your product. So why should I buy from you? What makes your brand different from the other? What makes it unique? Why should I choose this over the other? In order to achieve this, you need to do what we call branding. And how do you actually carry out this? You need to test the market. You need to know your audience, know what they need. Okay. And when you talk about brand awareness, it simply means that it's like you are forcing an information to people over and over again. Have you ever noticed that when you listen to the radio station, if you are versed with, or if you are fond of listening to a radio station, you notice that there is one particular advertisement, right? That advertisement can show up 3 times in a day: morning, afternoon, evening. Or maybe after every 20 minutes, you hear about that ad. Every after 30 minutes, you hear about that ad, and sometimes it becomes boring. Sometimes you even know what the person is going to say. In fact, you've already memorized the ad in such a way that you are actually singing it. You are actually, when the ad is going on, you are actually repeating what is going on. So it's already ringing a bell in your mind. During the first 1 week, you kept on listening to that ad. If the ad was talking about a particular lotion, right? It kept on playing. It keeps playing in your subconscious mind. Sometimes you even sleep and you dream about that particular ad. Trust me, when you need that product, or when you need a product that is from that particular category, you go for that one that they keep on singing day in, day out on the radio stations, because you're already familiar with it. And there might be other brands that are far way better. The products are great, but then you prefer to go for that one. That is because what? They have created that impression in your mind. Constant advertisement, constant awareness, that repetition. Okay, that repetition is known as what? Brand awareness. Okay, they keep on creating that impression over and over and over again in your mind. And of course, at the end, you actually go for that product. So once you've been able to analyze your audience, you should be thinking on how to make them trust that product, on how to ensure that they actually get to buy that product in the nearest future. So what you need to do is you need to carry out what we call audience research. Okay, so audience research actually involves gathering data and insights about your target audience through various channels and methods. There are several ways you can actually get information in respect to your audience. You can actually gather that research. You can do what we call social media listening. You can do what we call, that's for those who have websites for their businesses. You can do what we call web analysis. Okay, you can actually carry out interviews, or you can even do surveys. You'll notice that there are some brands, very top brands, okay? Whenever they post a content online on social media, there is always a poll. They raise a poll. Good enough, some social media platforms have actually included that. Okay, so when they post a content, they raise a poll asking questions. What is your idea in respect to this post, or what is your idea in respect to this particular product? Now they are able to communicate that way. They are able to communicate with their audience. When they raise that poll, the particular answer with the highest number of percentages, they believe that this is what the audience wants, and they are going to focus on that. They have actually done what we call audience research. Okay? Now, once you've been able to identify your audience, once you've been able to identify your audience, you should be able to do what? To segment the audience, place them in various segments. Now, take an example. I've actually I've actually carried out a survey in different cities. Let's take Ghana, for example. I've carried out a survey in 2 different cities. We have Accra, we have Kumasi. Okay. So from the results I've gotten, my product is a unisex product. Okay. And I've noticed that in Accra, more male byproducts, there are more males are interested. Okay. More males are interested in my product, while in Kumasi, we have females that are more interested in my product. So at that level, what am I going to do? I am going to ensure that when I am running an ad or I am advertising my products to Accra, my budget for that particular environment will focus more on the male than the female. Okay, we're going to talk more about budgeting as we move ahead. When it comes to running ads, it's always important for you to budget and know how much you're going to spend for a particular area. Okay, so that is what we mean by segmenting your audience. You need to actually target your audience, you segment the audience, and know which particular group of people are actually interested in this product. Now, when it comes to audience segmentation, there are different ways you can segment your audience. You can segment them through what we call demographics, according to their age, gender, location, income, education, etc. Now, let me tell you guys something. When it comes to Data Group Institute, we run ads in different African countries. Okay, so we can run an ad for maybe 10 African countries on a go. So when we do that, we are able to ascertain which country is more interested. For example, which country is more interested in digital marketing? Okay, which country is more interested in digital marketing? Which country is more interested in social media marketing? Which country is more interested in graphic design or web design? You need to segment your market. The same thing goes with fashion. The same thing goes with any product you're selling or any service you're rendering. You need to segment your market. Try to understand, okay? Try to know which maybe each group of people are interested in your product, the gender, and of course, looking at the locations, you'll be able to know where to focus your attention. Okay? Then we have what we call goals and challenges. What are their primary goals and their aspiration? What obstacles or challenges do they face in achieving them? Okay, take an example. I sell products. I have, let's say I deal with fashion, right? I have dresses which I sell, okay, maybe online. And I've noticed that so many people in Douala, Cameroon are more interested than those in Yaoundé. Okay, they are more interested than those in Yaoundé. But then the problem I'm facing right now, they are actually interested, right? But the problem I might be facing is how am I going to maybe ship the products to them? That's one thing. How will I ship the products to them? It might be difficult. Take an example. If you're actually in Douala and more people are in Yaoundé, they need the product, it might be difficult. And it becomes more difficult if the audience are scattered in that city, whereby you have to start thinking of shipping products to maybe 20 people on a go, and they are located in different areas, right? Another aspect could be, how do I get my money, right? How do I get the income or the proceeds from the sales? So you need to look at the goals, you look at the challenges. What are their challenges? There are some environments, or there are some cities, or there are some regions that they have what we call the trust issues, right? That's why we say when you get into business, the first thing you need to do is to create awareness. People should know more about your business and trust your business very well. Trust me, everybody who buys iPhone now, they go with a blind eye. You can even close their eyes and they pick the phone without any complaint. They know that the product is good and is legit. They know it won't have a problem. There are people who buy at this level, maybe after 5-6 years, they are still buying products that were produced, Apple products that were produced in 2010, 2011. They have that confidence that the product is still going to be in good shape. Right? That confidence is there. Why should people trust your business? Create that awareness. Let me tell you, there are some brands that do advertisement not because they actually want to do it, they want to make sales. Trust me. Apple does advertisements every day, but there are times when they have already sold out all their products. They are not doing that advertisement because they have more products to sell. They are doing that advertisement maybe because they believe that they already have maybe wholesalers, people who have bought these products from them, and they want these people to actually do what? To exhaust the sales of the product. Do you know that Apple, the company itself, actually withdraws? They actually withdraw the old products from the market. Whenever they produce the new ones, they withdraw the old ones from the market. There's an advertisement going on right now in respect to that, whereby they are telling you to exchange your old product for a new one. And you're just going to pay maybe a little amount of money and you get the new product. Okay? And they equally create ads whereby people can take these products and they pay in installments. You can pay even for 24 months. There are people here that change their iPhones every blessed year. Every year when a new series is released, they get a new product. Because of what? That awareness. They trust the brand. Unlike other brands, you buy a phone before you get home. When you charge the product, or you charge that phone, after 20 minutes, it runs down. Right? As time goes on, that product depreciates. It starts freezing. I've heard a lot of people complaining, my phone does not have network, whereas there is network, right? Just with that, your brand has already lost its credibility. Do you know what it means for someone to buy your product and go home, and at one point in time, the product is not what they expected? It becomes a problem. That is why no matter the number of e-commerce platforms or e-commerce companies that come to existence, none of them is going to beat Amazon in any way. And Amazon does not do ads as compared to the other brands. We have three, take example, in UAE here, we have 3 e-commerce platforms that have just been launched, I think over a year now. There is one that annoys me because their ads, they come in after it's like every after 1 minute, you see an advertisement from the company. Okay? You see an ad coming from them. Yeah, it is good. It is brand awareness, right? They are creating more impressions. They want people to know more about their brands. But then the number of complaints that people get just from when they have just started is really alarming as well. But Amazon does ads, yes, but not as rampant as, and they are already at the top, right? The CEO has been the richest person in the world countless times in different occasions. That's to tell you how good the brand is. And when you look at the logo itself, you never know that this particular brand deals with what? Sales, right? They actually deals with online sales, or they sell products online. And the uniqueness of their logo has a meaning. When you look at the Amazon logo, you will see that arrow below, right? That arrow below represents what? It represents speed. It represents efficiency. They're simply telling you that when you order your product, we are going to deliver that product ASAP as soon as possible. That line is what makes that logo. Okay, so your logo should have a meaning. Don't just design a logo because you want to design a logo. Try to understand, what does this mean? What does it mean? What is the meaning of my logo? Okay, this is very, very important. The next thing we're going to talk about, the next topic or the next point we're going to talk about is crafting a compelling brand story. This is very important. Storytelling when it comes to digital marketing is very, very important. Because when you look at businesses now, if you really want to be successful online, trust me, make sure that you have a story to tell. If you go online, for example, when you look at, let me take an example. When you look at most of the celebrities we have, right? Most of the influencers or most of the comedians, and you think they actually make most of their money through the content they create. No, they don't make money through the content they create most of the times. Okay, they have deals, they have contracts. They become ambassadors to different brands. And when you look at the way they advertise that brand, they don't just sit and say, I am now the ambassador of Apple in UAE. So please, if you need an Apple product, contact this brand and get it at affordable prices. Or this particular company sells gadgets, right? Contact this company and you're going to get your gadgets ASAP. No, what do? They use comedy to advertise that product, right? They use comedy. There should be a manner in which you represent your brand. If you own a digital marketing agency, for example, and you actually want to do well, try to create that story. What is the story behind that brand? When you look at Coca-Cola, there's a story behind the brand. That happiness, that togetherness is the story behind their brand. And when you look at the advertisement, you feel happy. In fact, you always want to, when that advertisement comes up, you're always happy. There was a time when we had this advertisement from Guinness by, I think, was it Michael Power, if I can remember, if I can recall very well. Guinness always comes up with this advertisement that you always feel happy when you see it, right? They have a story to tell. So you should have a story to tell when it comes to your brand. I know this will take time, all right? It will take you that time to build that brand to that level. But trust me, once you're able to put all what we are saying now into practice, trust me, your brand is going to change. Okay? So stories have a unique ability to captivate, inspire, and evoke what we call emotions. In branding, storytelling goes beyond product features and benefits, like I earlier mentioned. You don't just go and showcase your product without trying to bring out something that will pull the attention of your business. Okay? When you look at institutions, for example, when they want to create an advertisement, right? Or when you look at a business, let's say financial institution, when you look at an advertisement from a financial institution, you actually enjoy the advert. If it's a video advert, you enjoy the advert because the way they display the office, the way they interact, right? The way they move around, they make it look so entertaining or make it so interesting. Institutions create animated videos to captivate your mind. Okay? That is the best way of doing what we call storytelling when it comes to brand identity or branding your business. Now, there are a few elements of compelling brand story. Okay? I'm just going to highlight some of them. We have what we call hero, conflicts, resolution, emotions, and what we call authenticity. Now, what do I mean by hero? Your audience is the hero of your brand story. Trust me, when you're creating an advertisement or you're trying to tell a story, know that you are doing that for your audience and not yourself. That's why I always say during the digital marketing class, during search engine optimization, when you're creating an article, when you're creating content for your website, know that you're not creating that content for yourself, but for your audience. And you should know the kind of audience which you're creating that content for. We take an example. I am a graphic web developer. I am developing a website for maybe a secondary school or a primary school, right? And I go and start using those very big vocabularies that it makes it so difficult for even those at that level to understand. I am designing a website, a website for a secondary school, which I believe that this website is meant for parents, right? I want to share this website to parents so that they can actually have interest in my school. And I'm using so many vocabularies. Trust me, when you do that, it becomes so stressful, and you're going to lose lots and lots of audience. Okay, so always make sure that your audience are your focal points. That is where you are focusing on. Okay, then we have what we call conflict. Every good storytelling has what we call conflict. So what you need to do is that you need to identify the challenges or pain points that your audience face and highlight how your brand can provide solutions or alleviate their struggles. Now, when you're getting into a business, there are some people that I ask a question, right? what do you want to, if you're giving £1,000,000 today, what are you going to use that £1,000,000 to do? Or you're giving maybe $1,000 or $2,000, what are you going to do? I'm going to open a shop. Some people say I want to open a shop where maybe I rent a shop. I'm going to pay maybe $500 for the shop for 1 year, and I stock that shop with products. You've not done your market survey. You've not sampled your market to actually know. You've not sampled your market to actually know. 1 minute, guys. All right. So you've not actually sampled your market to know the challenges other businesses are facing. What are the challenges other businesses are facing? That you can actually take those challenges and do what? And bring up a solution for them. Don't just get into a business because you've seen other people doing. There are so many people who are into a business. The business is not doing well, but then they cannot leave, right? Because they believe that the little thing that is coming out from that business can support their family. They always go get loans, they borrow money just to stock their shop and ensure that it is still running. But then there is a problem. What is the problem? You have to identify that problem and see how you can resolve the problem. This is very, very important. The next thing is what? Authenticity. How authentic is your business? How authentic is your brand? You need to ensure that you build that trust and credibility with your audience. Once you're able to build the trust, once they trust your business, trust me, you're already building what we call the authenticity. You're actually building it, okay? Your brand story should be genuine, honest, and reflective. Now, there are people who deal with products. There are people who deal with products that, for example, you are into the sales of maybe glasses, right? You want to sell glasses that, when I talk about glasses, I mean eyeglasses, okay? You want to sell glasses that will help people protect their eyes from their screen, especially those who are on their screen 24/7, because that is what they do to earn a living. And you're trying to get a particular glass that will actually help them. This is a very good business you can get into, okay? Now, you go to the market, you pick out brandless products. When I say brandless product, I mean products that don't have a brand. No brand is attached to them. Okay, so you pick brandless products and you decide to attach your logo to it, right? You design a very good logo, luxury logo, you attach that to your glasses and you start creating your advertisement. Once your clients identify that this product does not represent the price, or the price does not reflect the product, trust me, you're going to lose a lot of value. The people who will be buying products from you will be your family members, and they are just buying because you have been insisting, you are forcing them to buy the product, right? And they say, okay, let me just buy this product and get this person off my back. Authenticity is very, very important. Okay? This is very, very important. When you look at brands like Nike, brands like Apple, these are brands that have developed trust over the past years. And before they produce a product, before they release a product, they already know that the product is going to be very, very good for the market. Okay? When it comes to Android, Samsung is I think is above any other brand. Then we have other small brands where people just get the idea. There are no changes they've made. They just design their logos and they attach to it. They might just change the physical appearance of the product, but the software running in that particular product is similar to the other ones. Okay? So please, this is very, very important. Okay? Storytelling is very important when it comes to branding. Very, very important. All right, so before we get to content creation, we are now going to move into social media marketing. Now, when it comes to digital branding, social media platforms are the easiest Okay, they are the easiest ways you can start branding your business online. Because to create a social media platform, it costs you nothing, right? You just need to create a Facebook page, you create an Instagram account, and you are done with it. You now start imputing the information that you need when you have your logo, you have your cover photo, you have your contact, you have your address, your time, location, everything is attached there. And you can now start thinking of what? Bringing your followers or trying to create awareness so people can know more about your business digitally. Okay, so we're going to talk about social media marketing. The first part of the social media marketing session is you understanding what social media marketing is. Okay, once you're done with that aspect, then we are going to go with branding on social media. We're going to do some few exercises. Okay, this is very, very important. So I don't want us to get into the branding aspect when you don't even know what social media marketing is. It's very, very important. Okay, so I'm going to call on my colleague, Mariette. She's going to talk to us about social media marketing. And after that, we are going to get into the practical aspect of it, right? So, Mariette, you have the floor. Let me give you the permission to share your screen. And we can keep, okay, you can go ahead. But before then, any question, before we get into that aspect, any question, please. If you have a question, please feel free. We have 1 minute for that. Ask the question in the chat and I'll give you an answer. Any question? All right, there are no questions. Marie, over to you.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Lysi Marriott Ben. I'll be taking over from where my senior class did. This evening, I'll be presenting on social media marketing. And the presentation outlines is as follows. We have introduction to social media marketing, different social media marketing platforms, types of art, advantages and disadvantages of each type of art. To begin, it's unusual to start a presentation without defining what we are supposed to look at. So first look at definitions of some terms. So the first term I'm having with me here is social media. What's social media? To put it short, it's a way of interaction of people in which they create, share, and exchange information and idea in a visual community. A visual community in this case could be the internet or an online space. So what is social media marketing? Social media marketing is a process of creating content for social media platforms to either promote your product or services or even build communities with your audience and drive traffic. What are examples of products in this case? For example, if you run like a store, you have a physical store and you decide that you want to take the product to the social media space, you might decide to be advertising your shoes, your dress, whatsoever product that you have. And services are, for example, businesses like banks, they might like to advertise themselves in the social media space so they can bring forward their business here. So let's look at the main reason why these platforms were first created. To begin, they were first created just for interaction purposes, like to facilitate interactions between friends, neighbors, like distance relationships, to bring them closely. Then after some time, it started accommodating businesses, brands, and even commercial businesses and all whatnot. So talking about the different social media platforms, I will just list a few. We have Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, Twitter, YouTube, and WhatsApp. The most familiar ones that we have here in Cameroon, the ones that we frequently use, we have Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp. So in this presentation, I will base my focus on this one. So we'll talk about types of social media ads. To begin, we have two main types. It's either you're doing the free ad or the paid ad. What are free ads? Free ads, in other words, you can call them organic ads. For example, you have your picture, you just post it on your story. People will see it, yes, but the audience size is really going to be limited. That's a free ad. You post it for free to be specific. Then for paid ad, you have to incur a specific cost in order to run ad. Free ad and pay ads. We have the appearance. The first thing you notice about pay ads, when you look at it, just below the name, your name and your profile, there's something that you see a little writing there. It's sponsored. That's the first thing you note about paid ad. Why for free ads you don't see anything? And then the layout. Talking about the layout, you see that in free ads it's not sophisticated. Why in paid ads sophisticated? For example, you have the name, your logo, and your profile. Then you see you have a text. After your image or video, then you have a headline. After the headline, you have something like your call to action button, your description, and even some links. But why in free art, you just have maybe the image and the text and the call to action button in most cases. That's all you have there. Then for the objectives, for the objective in free ads, most often they're very limited. While in paid ads, you can run ads to create awareness, to generate conversions, leads. There are just so many of objectives. We even have engagement, traffic. So, for example, if you're to run an ad to create awareness, in this case, you have a new product, for example, say a product like you have a company, for example, like you decide to produce a new example, you produce something like Smirnoff. Let's just say you start producing something like Smirnoff. It's good. The brand has been existing, Guinness has been existing, but since Guinness producing Smirnoff is a new product, you have to create awareness. You have to introduce the product to the public. You have to make people know that it's a new product that you have brought to your system. So you do that by creating an ad with the objective of creating awareness. So about audience, when you create a free ad, you're just limited to those who have to your followers. Those are that see your ad. For example, if you have 100 friends, those are the people that see your ad. Why for paid ad, you can even have up to like the ads that you run for one day, that number of people will see it. Then the cost in free, there's no cost that is being incurred. Why in paid, incur some cost. For example, in Facebook, you see $1 per day. One is just for free, you have to take control into free ad. But ad, you have control. Control in this case is like how to manage the time that you want that people should see it, the time that you want that it should end. For free ad, for example, they just say your story expires after 24 hours. While for paid ad, you can even make it a lifetime. Like people will continue seeing it every day, every time, forever and ever, as long as you have money in your credit card. Then the targeting, the quality when it comes to paid ad, quality is really good. Why? Because you have options. You can even put the links to your website in your paid ad. You can even there are lots of things that you can incorporate in paid ad. While in the free ads, the quality is really low because you just have people that they can just like, share, and comment without even driving traffic to your WhatsApp. In rare cases, do you have people that even incorporate their WhatsApp to their Facebook page? Then the targeting with paid ads is really good. For example, when you're running ads, we have two types of targeting. We have detailed targeting and custom audience. With detailed targeting, you can target people based on their interest. For example, are there people who like anniversaries, people who like birthdays, demographics? You want, for example, you're running an ad, you only want people who are digital marketers or maybe accountants. With you can maybe choose those who are in the field of accounting, and they are only going to be the people to see it. But while with free ads, everybody gets to see it without irrespective of the age. So advantages of paid social media marketing or paid ads, you can create brand awareness. For example, you just recently opened a company, you want people to know about the company, run an ad on brand awareness, like the impression. And please let me define these two words for us. We have impression. Impression is like the number of times your ad is being played. For example, you want people to listen to see the ad until they're tired, until it sticks into their mind that this is another product. Then the reach is the number of people that your ad, the number of people that actually sees your ad. So you have a new product, you have a new brand, you want people to listen to it, you want as many as possible people to see it. So about this type of business is mostly for companies. These companies, for example, Guinness and all whatnot. Then, for example, another advantage is traffic. For example, we have a real estate business. You want people to visit your website to see what you're doing, progress, the projects, people's review on your work. You will likely choose this objective of driving traffic. Also, you can drive traffic to your WhatsApp in case where you're selling shoes, you want people to leave your ad on Facebook and come to your WhatsApp to ask, or maybe proceed with the transaction details. Engagement. This is particularly for bloggers. It's more specific for share and all whatnot. Then this leads. This is good for businesses like digital agents. It's an advantage to them because if you are, for example, if you want to run a training like this one, you can run an ad and people will fill their lead form. Those that are interested will fill their lead form. It may be their numbers, their emails, and when the day for the campaign is due, you remind because you have all their information. Then this one, app promotion. This paid ads also give you an advantage of promotion. This is, for example, you see when MTN created this Ayoba app, they ran an ad on it. You saw the app online. You had a link that you click to it. You go and you download it. So it was another means of marketing for them. Then these sales are more like these businesses that they have their products. They bring them online. When you click, you go in and you pay. So these disadvantages of paid social media marketing. First, it is expensive. For example, you need to have something before you can do it. It's not like free art that you just do it without any money. But this paid one, you need to have some money. If an ad is to run, for example, one day for 700 francs, if you have to maintain that ad for 1 month, it's really going to cost you a fortune. Then it requires an expert's handwork. It's not like free ad that you just go and you touch share and everything is gone. No, you need to go through some series of settings before you actually get there. Then also it takes time compared to the free ad. So we have difference between campaign ads and boosting post. Presently, there are people who are on the impression that paid ads are same like boosting posts. No, it's not same. Boosting posts is like, should I say, an archaic way of digital marketing. It's a less advanced way of social media marketing. What are the main differences between boosting posts and campaign ads? We have one, the objectives. Here we have under campaigns, we have like 6 objectives that are divided to like 13 sub-objectives have a role to play. When it comes to boosting posts, I think we have three or highest 4 objectives, which is very limiting. Then we have the audience size. The audience size with boosting posts, you have a very small audience size. Maybe you might go only to hundreds of people. While with campaign, you have hundreds of thousands and all whatnot, depending on the audience size that you target, like the location that you target. Then this audience targeting is very limited here. Why under campaign ads, it's very, very, very wide. For example, you can target people in Northwest, Southwest, all the regions of Cameroon, and even out of Cameroon. Then to add to it, you can even target people who saw your former art 90 days ago. Why with this boasting, you can't do that. Those are some settings that you cannot really access with boosting a post. Then the budget plan. I don't think there's any way that you can set your budget when you're boosting an ad. When it comes to campaigns or paid ads, you can set it. That means if you want to if you have a company, for example, a company that produces furnitures, and you want to run one ad that will advertise kitchen furnitures, bedroom furnitures, and even parlor furnitures. You can distribute your budget in such a way that, for example, you have something like $100. You can say maybe 50 will go for the kitchen, 20 will go for the parlor, and then 30 will go for the bedroom. That is one of the most essential features that campaign ads give you. Why in boasting you don't have it? Then the expertise. Boasting is very limited. Why campaign ads is for people who really know that it is pro. Then talking about requirements to run a campaign. Before you can run a campaign or paid ads, you need to have a Facebook page. And then with this Facebook page, let me just give us some best practices for your Facebook page. One, you have to brand it well. You need to have a good profile. Then two, you should give an administrative privilege to more than, like you should give an administrative privilege to another person, not only you alone. In case you lost your entries into the account, the person can easily add you. Then three, you can link your account, your Facebook page to your Instagram page and also to your WhatsApp. This will help you in a way that when you run ads on Facebook, people on Instagram will easily see your ad. Even though you don't have an account in Instagram, and sorry, if a page in Instagram, people, when you run an ad on Facebook, people on Instagram can see it, but it's more credible, or it's more confidential when you create an account on Instagram. Then after you have your page, you need to create a business manager. You have to link your business manager to your Facebook page. And after that, you add your ad account. So thank you. That's all for my presentation. Okay, please, if you have any question regards to what I just discussed, just drop them down here. I'll be reading the message area in case you have any question regards to any section in social media marketing.
All right, so thank you very much, Mariette, for that presentation. I believe it was quite explicit. So from what she has explained, I'm going to give you guys a quick review in terms of social media marketing, the practical aspect, so you actually see and understand what she has been saying all along, right? So when it comes to social media marketing, this is basically made up of two types. We have the organic social media marketing and we have the paid social media marketing. I'm going to share my screen right now so you guys can understand what I'm saying. Facebook account. All right, so we have the paid advertisement and the organic advertisement, right? So what's the difference between these two? Organic simply means free. It means you're creating this ad without paying for it. All right, so Facebook or Meta is a company which is made up of, it has different products like Facebook, Instagram, Thread, WhatsApp. These are all products of Meta. All right, and you know the CEO is Mark Zuckerberg. And of course, initially the company was known as Facebook. It was changed, I think, about 2 to 3 years ago. It was changed from Facebook to Meta. That was due to the fact that AI was introduced was actually introduced. So Facebook, which has been existing since 2004, has really gone a long way to help businesses achieve sales, achieve awareness, brand awareness, and so on. All right. So in order to brand your business online or on social media, we always recommend two platforms. We have Facebook and Instagram. Okay. These are the easiest platform you can work with. The others, you can actually add them with time. But Facebook and Instagram are the easiest. Now, when it comes to branding your business on these platforms, you need to create that online presence, or you need to create that online, the online phase, or the online, let me say the online store or the online business. Okay. The same way you have a physical business whereby people come to your shop, look at the samples of your product and make a purchase, the same way you can do on a Facebook or on Instagram. Now, when it comes to advertising on Facebook and on Instagram, we don't recommend you advertising on your main profile. What do I mean by main profile? Like you're advertising on your Facebook account. Your account is not your business page. Most people advertise on their personal account. It is not recommended. Okay. If you want to advertise or you want to create advertisements on Facebook or Instagram, you should have a business account. Now, how do you differentiate between a free advertisement and a paid advertisement? Now, this is a typical Facebook account. When I scroll through this account, the various advertisements, these are all ads. What you see here are ads. Okay, we have both the free ads and the paid ads. How do you differentiate between a free ad and a paid ad? If you look at this ad, very well, you notice that the name of the page or an account is written here, right? This is the name of this page. This is a page, it's not even a business. This is an account, this is not a business page. So let me take you guys to a simple business page. Let me see if this is a business page or not. This is an account. This should be, this is still an account. I'm looking for a page. It should be an account as well. Still an account. All right, let me just use this one. So when you look at a free ad, you notice that you have the name of the account or the page, you have the text describing that ad, then you have the images of that ad. Then below you have the like, comment, and share. This is very common with any ad, a free ad, all right? But there's a difference. When you look at a paid ad, you notice that there are some differences between the free ad and the paid ad. So let me get to a paid ad. Let's see if I can. Okay, so this is a paid ad. How do I know this is a paid ad? We have the name of the page right here. Okay, and below that page, you have the word sponsor. If I zoom in, you see that there is a word sponsor below. Just 1 minute, I want to highlight. You will see there is a word sponsor, right? This word is not available on free ads. Okay, so you have the name of the page, sponsor, the text describing that ad. You have the image. You can either have an image here or a video. Then we have what we call the headline. You can't see a headline nor a description for free ads. Okay, so after the image or the video, what you find here is what the like, comment, and share. This is a free ad. The text, you have the name of the page, you have the text describing that ad, you have the image, and you have the like, the comment, and the share. But when you look at this one, you're going to see a headline, which is bold. Then you have a description below. Then you have the button. There is a button here. Okay, before the like, the comment, and share. So what makes a paid ad different from a free ad? You have the sponsored, the headline, the description, and what? The button. Sometimes you might not have headlines and descriptions here, but the button is obviously always there. Okay, but for free ads, you don't have that. Our main focus, as far as this class is concerned, is to enable you be able to have your own brand represented on social media. So I'm going to teach you how to create a business page, and to input all the necessary informations that are needed for that particular page. All right. So this is a typical example of a business account. And now we are going to look at a business page and how to create one. All right, so I'm going to switch this account. I want to switch this account to another account where we're going to work. Right, so I'm going to switch to this account. One minute, guys. Let me log into this account, and then we can proceed. Please, if you have your questions, you can drop them in the chat area, okay? I'm going to answer the questions once we are done. Okay, so let's continue. I'm going to share. Which screen was I sharing? I think why can I not find the screen? Okay, so I'm going to be using this account. So in order to create a business page on Facebook, the first thing you need is a profile. You should have a business account. Sorry, you should have a profile account. That's your normal Facebook account. Okay, so once you have your Facebook account, you need to log into your Facebook account on the PC. Then you go to the menu section. All right, so this is the menu section here where you have this 9 dots. This is the menu section. You click on the menu section and you're going to scroll down. You have what? You have the create, and below that you have the page. Okay, so I'm going to click on page, and we are going to begin creating the page. So I already have a business in mind, which we are going to be creating a business page for. And this is a luxury perfume business, which is known as Fragrance Paradise. Right? So once you give the name of your business page, the next thing is to give a category. Where does this business fall? Under which brand does your business fall? So it falls under perfume. Let's see if we have anything related to perfume. No. So we have anything related to luxury. No. So perfume should fall under what? Cosmetics. All right, so we can't find perfume as a brand. So let's go for fashion accessories, okay? Let's go for fashion accessories. So once you're done, you give a description about your business, all right? So you can say Fragrance Paradise is a luxury it's a luxury perfume company that offers best products when when it comes to let me say it's a luxury company. All right, so I'm just going to give something like this. So once I'm done, I'm going to click on create page. Okay. So we'll give it some time to load. Now, once that is done, if you have a website, you're going to place your website here. If you have a phone number, you're going to add your phone number here. So basically, I'm going to add the number for this business. So I am looking for the country code, United Arab Emirates, and I'm going to add the phone number here. We have so this is a real business, all right? Creating that for a real business. Then we have the email address, which is fragrance paradise, say at gmail.com. Location, address, we can see, let's see, Dera, the town or the city, you can see Dubai, United Arab Emirates. Working hours, let's say the zip code. Working hours, you can say open 24/7. Then we go next. Now they're going to ask for what? The profile picture and the cover photo. So the first thing I'll add here is the profile. So I'm going to select an image from here, the logo from here, which is this one. That is a profile. And we have the cover photo as well. So that's the profile. Let's see, can I edit this one? Then we have the cover photo. So since I don't have any image to represent that, I'm going to still select the same logo for the cover. Let's see this one. Let's see. Okay, perfect. So we have this one. So let me try to, not this one. I picked the wrong logo. So before you do this, you should have your business logo. Okay, have your business logo ready. So you can add that to your profile. So I'm going to adjust that. I'll just take it up like this so the name can show there. Let me change this one. Let's see, I'm going to change this to this one. Let's see if this one is going to work. Okay, I think this one is perfect. So once we are done with that, you can add an action button. So a button which is going to be on your page where people can click on it and either get to you through any means, maybe through WhatsApp, through call, and so on. So I'm going to add a call now button, and I'm going to add the phone number, the same phone number we used. I'm going to use that same phone number. So when people visit your page, they can easily call you if they need any service from you. So we have 558. So we have save. So we've added our call to action button, then we click on next. Right, so once you are done with that, they are going to ask you to add your WhatsApp. So if you have a WhatsApp business, then you can link up your WhatsApp to your Facebook page. So that when someone comes to your page, for example, you see here, it is not highlighted here, right? You see message here. So once you add your WhatsApp button, it's going to appear here. So people can just click on that button and they contact you on WhatsApp if they need your services. So for now, we don't have a contact to add to this page as a WhatsApp button because this contact which I've just shared now is not on WhatsApp business. So if you have your business contact which you'll be using and it is on WhatsApp, change it from your normal WhatsApp to what? Your WhatsApp business. So once that is done, I'm going to click on skip here. I can invite friends. If these are people I know, I can send an invite to them and they are going to start following this page. So I'm going to click on next and I click on done. All right, so your business page is created on Facebook. Now you need to do the same on Instagram, okay? Go on your mobile, open an Instagram application and click on create account, okay? You follow the same procedure, all the information that are needed, you put in the name, they will ask you for a username, you put in the username and you're done with that, all right? Now, there are some few things you need to do when you create your Facebook page. The first thing and the most important is that you should link up your Facebook to your Instagram account, okay? Connect your Facebook page to your Instagram account. What is the essence of this? Whenever you're posting on Facebook, you can easily post on Instagram automatically. So you don't need to post on Facebook, then you go to Instagram and you post again. All right, you're saving yourself some time, okay? And when they are linked together, whenever you're creating a campaign, when you're running a paid ad or you're creating a paid campaign, you're going to use one stone to shoot two birds. So you'll be using the same budget to run ads on both platforms. So if you say your budget is maybe $100, that you're about to run ads on Facebook, you're going to do so on Facebook and automatically the ad will be running on Instagram. So people who are on Instagram will see your ad, those on Facebook will see your ad as well. All right. So let's link up this account to an Instagram account. So how do you do that? There are several ways. Immediately you create your account, you're going to have the option here. See, connect Instagram profile, link your WhatsApp account. If your WhatsApp is a WhatsApp business, then it'll be very easy to link it up. I'm going to show you how to do that. All right, so let me show you this method, which is the easiest because it obviously is going to appear on your screen. But in case it's not here, then I'm going to show you how to get to that. All right, so the first thing is you click on link your WhatsApp account. Once you click on link your WhatsApp account, it's taking some time to load. Just give it 1 minute. So they will ask you to put in your WhatsApp number. Now you notice that Facebook already knows that this business is located in UAE. So you see automatically they have given us what? The contact. And again, once you put in your information, you put in your location, Facebook will know where to suggest your advertisement or where to suggest your post or who to show your ads to. Okay, that's why they ask you all those basic information. Now, this contact which we added to this account is not on WhatsApp business. Trying to add it here would not be possible, but then I just want to show you how it's been done. Now, once you add your phone number here, you're going to click on send code. Now, they will tell me that this is not possible because this number is not registered on. Oh, it has even gone. Let's see. So they have sent a code to WhatsApp, all right? So you're going to receive the code. Let me contact the client to see if I can get the code. I might even want to put the code and they will tell me that it's not connected on WhatsApp business, but let's try. Let's try, let's see. All right, so let's try to add the code. Let's try, confirm. They might tell me it's not possible. Let's see. Let's see. So it is reading. You see, you've not let's see, is it okay? You've connected a WhatsApp account to your page now. All right, so it has gone. Let's see. You click on add button. Then I think this number is connected. If it wasn't connected to WhatsApp business, then it won't have gone. So I think it's connected. So once you're done, I'm just going to click on skip. And so you see, whenever you create an ad, you can add your WhatsApp button. See, this your WhatsApp button will be available, all right? When you run an ad as well, a paid ad, you can always add your WhatsApp button. Majority of you came through the session maybe through an ad which you saw, and there was a WhatsApp button, you clicked on it, and you had to contact the admin, right? And you got more details about the session. That is how this was done, all right? And you see, this is how an ad is going to look like. You have the name of your page, you have the sponsor, you have the text describing the ad, you have your image or your video, then you have your headline, maybe a description, the button, then you have the like, comment, and the share. So this is now a business account, and Facebook is asking, right? They're asking if you can make this, they're asking if you can run a paid ad right now. So I'm just going to cancel. I'm going to click on done. Okay, see, now they are saying, well, try WhatsApp business. This contact was not initially linked, but now they are saying that you should try what WhatsApp business. For now, we're just going to click on done. All right. So the next thing is what we are going to add. We are going to link up our Instagram to this Facebook page. All right. So in order to do that, I'm going to take you guys back. Let me take you guys back to the home page. So let's see. All right, so we are back. This is the page. We've not posted anything yet. Okay. Now I want to link up my Facebook to my Instagram. So I'll go to my professional dashboard. You're going to identify the professional dashboard here. Click on professional dashboard. Once you click on professional dashboard, scroll down, you're going to find linked accounts. We've already linked WhatsApp. So now we want to link Instagram. I'll click on linked accounts. Right. So we have connected to one WhatsApp number. We have not connected, so I'm going to click on view. And I'm going to click on connect account. I'm going to click on connect, then click on confirm. It will ask me to sign into the Instagram account I want to link it up to. Right, so they're asking me to log in as this. No, I want to switch accounts. So I'm going to enter the username of the business. Okay, so I'm going to cancel this. So I'm going to type so that is the username. And I'm going to enter the password. Going to log in. Okay, so once that is done, I'm going to now log in as well. Fragrance Paradise 237. Click on it. It's still loading. So once that is done, I'll be redirected back to my Facebook. But then they might ask me to do some other adjustment, like they're asking if this page, because once you link your Instagram to your Facebook, Facebook already knows, or Meta already knows that this is going to be an Instagram business account. So they're asking, is this account for creators or for a business? I'm going to go for business. I click on next. I'm going to click on next. They asked me to choose a category. So I'm going to choose, I think the last category we picked was it fashion? Let's try luxury again. Let's see. Luxury, still don't have it here. So I'll go with same fashion. accessories, then you click on done. Okay, so once that is done, your account automatically changes, all right, from a normal Instagram account to what's this? Public business information. This is a public name. All right, this is email address. So we have Fragrance Paradise 23, no, Fragrance Paradise at gmail.com. We have the phone number. Was we have the street address. Just went to we have the city. These are what we've done already. And I'm going to click on save. Is it saving? Save. Couldn't update. Why? Let me try again. Save. Oh, it's not going. Okay. We are going to click on done for now. All right. So once that is done, see, they are now linking both of them. See, okay, adding to your business portfolio. I'm going to click on continue, and everything should be okay. All right, so it's done. All right. So one other thing which is very important that you need to do is to give the administrative privileges. You can give administrative privileges to the owner of the account. Okay, so you can give administrative privileges. For example, if I go back to our professional dashboard, we are at the professional dashboard. I'm going to search for, let's see. I'm going to search for page access. Let's see if I can find that here. Let me just go back to professional dashboard because we are under settings and privacy. Okay, go to dashboard and scroll down to where is page access? Let's see. Okay, we have page access here. So I can send administrative privileges to anyone. The reason why you should send administrative privileges is that there might be a time when you can't have access to your page. Maybe your account has a problem, your Facebook account had a problem, it was hacked and things like that. So if such a thing happens, you can't have access to your account, it becomes difficult to have access to your page. But if you give administrative privileges to another account, then that person can easily give you back access, maybe when you have another Facebook account. Okay, that is why it is very important. So to do that, you just come here, people with Facebook access, just click on add new by the side, click on next. You search for the person you want to give access. For example, I can search for example. I click here and then I click allow this person to have full control and I give access. I'm going to put in my password and click on confirm. Now this person will be invited to be an administrator to the page, but this person has approximately 31 days to accept that invitation. If the invitation is not accepted, then it will be revoked. All right, this is very important. So that is it as far as working with your Facebook page and all of that is concerned. So once you are done, there are other few things which I don't think they are important, but I can't do everything now. Let's see. You can now start, let's say you add in informations like, let's say you go to manage. All right, so this is the home page of our business page. If I go to manage, for example, there are a few things which we can do here. Let me see. Let me click on the page. And let's see on the content. Nothing. Let's see audience. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Now let's go to page setup. All right. So here under page setup, you have what? provide info and references. You can link to your website if you have a website. You can invite friends. You can create a welcome post. Right. So these are some of the things you've already done on the page. You see all these check here, right? You've done them. Once you add a website, maybe you introduce your page to friends. Once all this is checked, this bar is going to fill up, and then your page is ready for the audience. All right. So that's how you do with creating your Instagram account. We always advise when you're creating your Instagram account, use your mobile device or your smartphone. It's far more easier. Okay, there will be you won't have a lot of questions being asked by Instagram. But when you use your PC, there are so many questions. They might want you to include your website and things like that, and they might not even accept you to create that page. So use your smartphone. Any question? I think there were some questions here. Let me answer some few questions. Let's see. What if you had one and you wish to create a new? Can the old one be deleted such that it's not available again if you see that it wasn't professional? What I advise you is that you can edit the old page. You can do some changes on the old page, like change the cover photo, change the profile, change the name, and so on. Or if you actually want to create a new one, no problem. You can create a new one and you delete this one. Okay, you can delete the page. You just need to go to your professional settings. Okay, or you go to your settings here. You go to settings, you go under settings and privacy. Okay, you go to maybe privacy center. So you can only delete your page under privacy center. If I go to privacy center, I'm going to find the various pages there and I can delete a page. I can delete this page here. For example, if I go to settings, or let's see, privacy, not here, Facebook settings. Okay, so you can easily delete the page from here. Let's see. Let's see, go back to let's see. I think it's supposed to be here, I think. Let's see. Access and control. Let's see if we can delete from here. Yes, so you go to access and control and you click on either you deactivate the page or you delete the page, whichever one you want. Okay, click on continue and the page will be deleted. But once the page is deleted, you have some time. They might give you 1 month, 2 months, 3 months for that page. That page will still, it'll be deleted, but it's like they have placed it in a trash can or the recycle bin, okay? So once they delete, after 30 days, they might completely remove that page. Okay, I've deleted so many pages, so that's how it's been done. All right, next question. How often will this appear to my invite? Will it need to be sponsored? What exactly? What exactly do you mean? What do you mean by how often will this appear? How often will what appear? Listen, when it comes to sponsored means paid ads. We have not talked about that, right? You are creating paid ads, which means you're running ads. That's not the essence of this class. This class is all about branding, okay? In our next session, or you can check on the Tadita Group Institute YouTube channel, you're going to find videos there or past sessions there where you learn how to create ads. All right, this session is just about branding. Sponsor simply means you're creating a paid ad to reach out to specific audience. That is not what we are doing here. Any question? Any question? Guys, before I go, I'll be giving out our graphic design masterclass for those of you who want to learn smartphone graphic design so you can be able to create your own logos. We'll be giving out a free graphic design session, all right, to the first 10 students, all right, the first 10 students who would follow our institute, Facebook, Instagram, institute, and my personal account, both on Facebook and Instagram. Once you do that, You send me proof that you've done so, and we are going to include you to the forum. That training will be taking place, I think, in about a week or so. All right. So the first 10 students who will do so, we are going to give you, I'm going to drop the link right now in the chat area. So you can get that session for free. So you can learn how to design a logo, learn how to design a business card for yourself. So it's really going to help you for your branding. All right. But then whenever you're done with that, get a professional. Equally, you know, you are still new in the field. So you can get a professional to look at what you've done and ascertain if it looks great. All right. But if you're not comfortable with that, you can hire someone to do that for you. All right. So I'll go back to the first question someone asked. So please, you can either just search. We have Talita Group Institute and you search my name, Tamonji the name, Facebook and Instagram. You can just search. I will send it the link here very soon. Okay. Victory asked a question earlier on. After what I cannot even understand. After painstakingly chosen, or maybe mistakenly choosing a brand name, you discover that it's already being used in a foreign country, say China. What is the wise thing to do in this case? Well, we've said that getting a business name is uniqueness is very important. Okay. And there are thousands of names which you can choose from. Maybe you are using that name because you saw it somewhere and you fancy the name. That's why you're using it. Otherwise, your brand name should not be the same as another one. It shouldn't be. Okay. It means you have been using that name. You saw the name, it catches your attention and you decided to use it. So try to change the name. That's just what I can tell you. If it matches with what some other person uses, then you should do what we call rebranding. Okay, you should rebrand your business. Any other question? Okay. So Engineer Charles was asking, how often will your Facebook page appear to my invites? Listen, whenever you invite someone to, that invitation simply means you want them to follow your page. That's the reason why we say that's the meaning of that invite. If you invite them, they don't follow the page. When you post, they will not see what you've posted. Okay. And your ad will always appear, will always show to them whenever you create it. Your free ads will always show to them. So long as they are online and you post, your ads are likely to show to them. But when it comes to paid ads, you are not targeting those who are already your followers. You are targeting those who are not your followers. Okay. So if someone sees your paid ad and that person is actually following you, it's just a coincidence. So that person might be in the environment where you created your ad and Facebook decided to show the ad to that person, not that the person is a follower. That's why the ad is being shown to them. No, Facebook is showing your ad to them because you chose that particular audience and Facebook is showing your ads to them. Any other question? Any other question? Please, before the end, I think Mariette sent her contacts, has sent her contact in the forum. If you have a question, if you need a certification at the end, you get to her for the possibilities on how to get a certificate at the end of this session. Any other question? Guys, I'm dropping the links right now. Any other question? So please, if you are in the forum which this session was conducted, always stick to that forum, okay? We have several training programs that always come up, digital marketing sessions that I believe are going to help you, help your business, and equally help you professionally, okay? So always stick to the forum. Any other question? So like I said, the graphic design session will begin next week. It's a paid session, but like I said, first 10 students will get it for free. First 10 students who will connect with us under normal circumstances as a student of the institute or passing through the institute, you are normally supposed to connect with our social media handles so that you get recent updates on our training sessions. But then we are equally giving you that opportunity. All right, so I'm sending the links right now. I'm going to stop the recording if there are no questions. I'll stop the recorded session.